every warning. Welcome to my bad side. Small town nights in the county road moon, cold wind blowing through an empty room. I gave people chances they never deserved, bit my tongue when I should have said words. Kept my cool when they crossed that line, told myself everything would be fine. But every lie stacked one by one, every fake smile weighed a ton. I watched loyalty fade away, watch promises die day by day, watch people take what they could take, thinking I'd never break. See, I ain't built for drama, I ain't built for games, but everybody got a limit and mine got a name. One more lie, one more scar, one more step too damn far, one more chance wasted blind, now you're out of time. Welcome to my bad side. You crossed every warning sign, now you're standing where the fire lives, the fault ain't mine. Welcome to my bad side. You pushed too hard this time, I stayed calm for years, don't act surprised. Welcome to my bad side. That's the truth tonight, you should've left well enough alone. Now enjoy the ride. I remember trying to see the good, trying harder than I probably should, giving people benefit of doubt, even when the truth was coming out. I remember carrying dead weight, calling it loyalty, calling it faith, to one day something finally changed and nothing felt the same. See, pressure don't explode overnight, it builds in silence out of sight. Every disappointment leaves a mark, every betrayal leaves it dark. Now the version standing here today ain't the man you used to play. Life took that guy a long time ago and built somebody you don't know. One more shove, one more game, one more fool saying my name, one more bridge burned behind, now you're out of time. Welcome to my bad side. You crossed every warning sign, now you're standing where the fire lives, and the fault ain't mine. Welcome to my bad side. You pushed too hard this time, I stayed calm for years, don't act surprised. Welcome to my bad side. That's the truth tonight, you should've left well enough alone. Now enjoy the ride. I didn't wake up like this, you helped build it. Bad side, bad side, well the bad side, bad side. Now you see what's inside the bad side. All those warnings you denied. Bad side. Now you know why people tried. Now you know why people tried. Welcome to my bad side. That's the lesson learned. Some people keep touching fire till they finally get burned. Welcome to my bad side. And time made it clear, the calmest men alive usually got the hardest years. Welcome to my bad side. That's the road you chose, you ignored every warning till the pressure finally showed. Welcome to my bad side. One thing remains true, I didn't become this overnight. Life and people made me do it. You wanted a different version of me, you should have treated that version better. I told you once, you should have listened. just kept my peace and swallowed my pride. Every time you crossed another line, I let it slide and bought you time. Every excuse, every second chance, every mistake got one more dance. I wasn't looking for enemies, wasn't trying to make history, just trying to live my life in peace while you kept pushing constantly. Funny how people ignore the truth when the truth ain't what they wanna do. One more lie, one more game, one more time saying my name, one more push, one more mission. You should've listened. You should've listened when I stayed quiet. You mistook patience for something weak and silent. You should've listened when I let things slide. Now you're standing face to face with the side I used to hide. You should've listened. That's the outlaw truth. Most people get warned before they get the proof. I remember every red flag flying, every fake smile covering line, every promise that disappeared, every doubt that became clear. See, pressure don't arrive in waves, pressure builds through ordinary days. Little moments nobody sees, stacking up relentlessly. And the funny thing about respect is you don't notice when it's left until the room feels cold and strange, and suddenly everything changed. Now you're looking for the old version, the one who always understood. But life took that man apart and rebuilt him out of hardwood. One more crack, one more strain, one more walk through the rain, one more spark, one more ignition. You should've listened. You should've listened when I stayed quiet. You mistook patience for something weak and silent. You should've listened when I let things slide. Now you're standing face to face with the side I used to hide. You should've listened. That's the outlaw truth. Most people get warned before they get the proof. The lesson wasn't hidden, you just ignored it. Should've listened, should've listened. The warning was right there given. Should've listened, should've listened. Now you see the way I'm living. Should've listened, should've listened. Every sign you kept missing. Should've listened, should've listened. Now you know what you're getting. You should've listened, that's the lesson learned. Some people keep touching fire till they finally get burned. You should've listened, and time made it clear. The calmest men around usually survive the hardest years. You should've listened, that's the road you chose. You ignored every warning till the pressure finally showed. You should've listened. One thing remains true, I gave you every chance before I gave up on you. The warning was free, the lesson wasn't. I gave you enough chances. You wasted every damn one. Back when I still believed people meant the things they'd say. Back when loyalty mattered and respect still had weight. I kept giving second chances like they grew on trees. Kept hoping you'd change, kept hoping you'd see. Every lie got forgiven, every line got crossed, every promise got broken, and trust got lost. I kept carrying dead weight, calling it being strong, till I woke up one morning and realized I'd been wrong. 'Cause some people don't change, no matter how hard you try. They just get comfortable living inside a lie. One more excuse, one more time, one more reason I changed my mind. One more chance, gone to waste. I'm done with this place. Too many chances, too many times, too many second chances for the same damn lies. Too many chances, too much wasted trust. I kept trying to save it while you kept giving up. Too many chances, that's the truth I know. Some people mistake mercy for a weakness they can own. Funny how the story changes when the door finally shuts. Suddenly they wanna fix it, suddenly they care too much. But where was all that effort when it mattered most? Where was all that honesty before everything got broke? See, I wasn't asking miracles, wasn't asking perfection, just a little consistency and a little damn respect. But every bridge needs both sides, or eventually it falls, and every man gets tired of running into walls. Now I don't hate you, I don't need revenge. I just finally learned where this road ends. One more promise, one more spin, one more time you pull me in. One more chance, one more try, not this time. Too many chances, too many times, too many second chances for the same damn lies. Too many chances, too much wasted trust. I kept trying to save it while you kept giving up. Too many chances, that's the truth I know. Some people mistake mercy for a weakness they can own. You didn't run out of chances, you wasted them. Too many chances, too many times, too many warnings, too many lies. Too many chances, too many days watching the same damn thing play out the same. Too many chances, can't you see? You didn't lose me, you lost me. Too many chances, that's a lesson learned. Some people keep touching fire till they finally get burned, 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 burned. Too many chances, time made it clear. The people who deserve trust don't disappear year after year. Too many chances, it's the road we chose. I kept trying to hold on while you kept letting go. Too many chances, one thing remains true. The hardest goodbye is the one you already knew. I didn't quit on you, I quit believing you. became. Take a look in the mirror. Wasn't born this cold, wasn't born this hard. I wasn't born carrying all these scars. Back then I trusted people, back then I gave a damn. Back then I still believe most folks meant what they said. But every lie left damage, every betrayal stayed, every knife in the back carved another shape. Every promise broken, every bridge burned down, turned another piece of me into who I am now. See, pressure changes steel, pressure changes stone, and pressure changes people who get left alone. One more wound, one more lie, one more reason something died. One more year, one more scar, turn me into who you are. The man you created, standing right here, built from disappointment, built from hard years. The man you created ain't the one you knew. Every lesson life taught me started with you. The man you created, that's the outlaw truth. People act surprised when consequences come through. Now you say I've changed, like there's some mystery, like everything happened without a history. Like I woke up one morning and chose this road without carrying all the weight that built this load. You saw the warnings, you heard the words, you watched me bleed patience till it finally hurt. But nobody notices pressure while it's building inside. They only notice the explosion when the dam finally breaks. Why? Funny how that works, funny every time. Nobody sees the cracks till the whole thing declines. One more push, one more game, one more fool shifting blame. One more bridge burned apart, another mark across my heart. The man you created, standing right here, built from disappointment, built from hard years. The man you created ain't the one you knew. Every lesson life taught me started with you. The man you created, that's the outlaw truth. People act surprised when consequences come through. You keep blaming the outcome, you help create the cause. Man you created, look real close, you helped make it. Man you created, years of pressure, years of hatred. Man you created, can't deny it, every warning when I'm heated. Man you created, now you see who you helped turn me into. The man you created, that's the lesson learned. Some people keep pushing fire till they finally get burned. The man you created, time made it clear, nobody gets this cold without surviving hard years. The man you created, that's the road we walk. You kept adding pressure while I carried the cause. The man you created, one thing remains true: if you don't like who I became, take a look at what you helped put me through. I wasn't born this way. I was built this way. I tried to be the good guy. Look where that got me. I spent years taking the high road, years biting my tongue, years giving people grace when they deserve none. I kept showing up when nobody showed for me, kept carrying weight nobody could see. I answered every call, fixed every mess, put everybody first and myself second best. Thought loyalty mattered, thought respect went both ways. Funny how life teaches different these days, 'cause every time I gave, somebody took more. Every open hand became another war. One more favor, one more lie, one more piece of me died. One more bridge, one more scar took me this far. I tried to be the good guy. Look where that got me. Carrying everybody's problems while nobody carried me. I tried to be the good guy till I finally learned the people who give the most usually get burned. I tried to be the good guy, that's the outlaw truth. Sometimes being too good is the worst thing you can do. I remember all the warnings I ignored along the way. People saying, slow down, people saying, walk away. But I kept believing everybody had a heart, kept believing good intentions could keep things from falling apart. Then reality showed up and hit me square between the eyes. Not everybody values loyalty, not everybody tells the truth. Some people see kindness as something they can use. Some people see patience as something they can abuse. That's when I changed, not overnight, but little by little, through every fight. One more excuse, one more game, one more person shifting blame. One more wound, one more sigh. Goodbye, good guy. I tried to be the good guy. Look where that got me. Carrying everybody's problems while nobody carried me. I tried to be the good guy till I finally learned the people who give the most usually get burned. I tried to be the good guy, that's the outlaw truth. Sometimes being too good is the worst thing you can do. The hardest lesson: not everybody deserves your loyalty. Good guy, good guy. Look what happened to the good guy. Good guy, good guy. Took too long to say goodbye. Good guy, good guy. Gave too much and paid the price. Good guy, good guy. Now he sees it with open eyes. I tried to be the good guy, that's the lesson learned. Some people keep taking till there's nothing left to burn. I tried to be the good guy, and time made it clear the people worth keeping close never disappear. I tried to be the good guy. That's the road I walked, giving everything away, till I finally stopped. I tried to be the good guy. One thing remains true: the man I became today was built from what I went through. I didn't stop being good. I stopped being available. You had your chance. Now the door is closed. I used to leave the light on, used to leave her way back in. Used to believe people changed if you gave them time again. Used to answer every call, every text, every excuse. Used to keep the bridge standing, no matter who lit the fuse. But years have a way of teaching what hope refuses to learn. Some people only show regret after everything burns, and some people only value what they're about to lose. That's why I finally stopped walking in your shoes. One more promise, one more lie, one more reason I said goodbye. One more chance came and went, now it's spent. Now the door is closed, and it ain't opening again. You had every opportunity to be more than what you've been. Now the door is closed. That's the truth tonight. I finally chose my peace over another fight. Now the door is closed. That's the outlaw way. Sometimes the strongest thing you do is walk away. Funny how silence sounds after all the noise. Funny how peaceful life gets after making hard choices. No more second guessing, no more carrying blame, no more trying to save something that never changed. See, letting go ain't weakness, and distance ain't hate. Sometimes it's the only cure for repeating mistake. I don't wish you bad, I don't wish you pain. I just don't have room for the storm again. 'Cause every lesson cost me, every scar left proof, and I'm too old to keep paying for the same truth. One more warning, one more sign, one more thing left behind. One more road reached its end, that's it then. Now the door is closed, and it ain't opening again. You had every opportunity to be more than what you've been. Now the door is closed. That's the truth tonight. I finally chose my peace over another fight. Now the door is closed. That's the outlaw way. Sometimes the strongest thing you do is walk away. I don't hate you, I just don't need you anymore. Door is closed, door is closed. Ain't no coming back this road. Door is closed, door is closed. Too much damage to undo. Door is closed, door is closed. I finally did what I had to do. Door is closed. Now I'm free from you. Now the door is closed. Now the door is closed. That's the lesson learned. Some people keep taking till there's nothing left to burn. Now the door is closed, and time made it clear the things worth protecting usually start right here. Now the door is closed. That's the road I chose. I finally stopped watering what never grew. Now the door is closed. One thing remains true. Losing me wasn't your punishment, it was your consequence. No hard feelings, no open door. You had your chance. Every hard year, the devil got a front row seat. Stay silent, moonlight hanging through broken blinds. Whiskey glass and a tired soul trying to patch another hole. Old memories don't stay buried, not when the night gets cold, not when the mind starts wandering through stories never told. I remember every betrayal, every bridge that fell apart, every promise left bleeding across my heart. And every time life hit harder, every time I hit the ground, something dark sat watching without making a sound. One more scar, one more night, one more battle out of sight. One more storm, one more scar made me who we are. The devil got a front row seat, watching every lesson life taught me, watching every dream break down, watching every lonely mile of ground. The devil got a front row seat when nobody else could see all the pressure building underneath the man I used to be. I've had nights I couldn't sleep just staring at the ceiling fan, wondering how much more one man can withstand. I've carried anger like a suitcase, dragging it town to town, smiling on the outside while sinking down. 'Cause some wounds heal crooked and some never heal at all. Some ghosts stay living inside these walls. That's the part nobody sees when they judge who you've become. They see the final chapter, not where the story stories from. And darkness ain't always evil, sometimes it's just pain. Sitting in the corner, waiting for a name. One more regret, one more fight, one more lonely county night. One more road, one more scar, made me who we are. The devil got a front row seat, watching every lesson life taught me, watching every dream break down, watching every lonely mile of ground. The devil got a front row seat when nobody else could see, all the pressure building underneath the man I used to be. People saw the smoke, nobody saw the fire. Front row seat, watched it all. Watch me bleed. Front row seat, front row seat. Watch the boy turn into me. Front row seat. Every loss, every defeat. Front row seat, sat there quiet, watching me. The devil got a front row seat. That's the outlaw truth. Nobody survives hard years without losing something too. The devil got a front row seat. Time made it clear. The darkest nights I ever faced still echo here. The devil got a front row seat, watching all of it unfold. Every lesson, every scar, every piece that made me cold. The devil got a front row seat. One thing remains true, he wasn't the only one watching. I survived it too. The devil watched, I stayed. The devil watched, I stayed. This ain't revenge. It's consequences. Funny how the story changes when the bill comes due. Funny how the blame starts shifting when it lands on you. Back when the damage felt distant, you laughed it all away. Back when somebody got hurt, you had nothing much to say. Now the smoke cleared out, now the dust settled down. Now you're standing in the wreckage looking all around, trying to find somebody else to carry what you made. But some dead stay waiting in the shadows where they lay. See, life keeps records better than men do, and every choice eventually comes back looking for you. One more shortcut, one more lie, one more bridge left behind, one more choice, one more excuse. Now the truth breaks through. This ain't revenge, this ain't hate. This is what happens when you tempt your fate. This ain't revenge, that's the outlaw truth. Every road you travel eventually leads back to you. This ain't revenge, I ain't said standing where your choices finally reach the shore. I used to carry anger like a weight around my neck. Used to replay old memories, trying not to forget. But anger burns the holder long before the flame ever reaches anybody who originally caused the pain. So I laid that burden down somewhere years ago and let life do its work like it always does. 'Cause reality don't rush, reality don't chase. It just keeps moving forward at its own pace. And sooner or later, everybody meets the version of themselves built by what they keep. One more warning, one more sign, one more chance left behind. One more road, one more turn. Now it's your turn to learn. This ain't revenge, this ain't hate. This is what happens when you tempt your fate. This ain't revenge, that's the outlaw truth. Every road you travel eventually leads back to you. This ain't revenge, I ain't settling scores. You're just standing where your choices finally reach the shore. The hardest punishment, living with what you did. Ain't revenge, this is just the bitter end. Ain't revenge, every choice comes back again. Ain't revenge, life don't care who you've been. Ain't revenge, it just collects what you spend. This ain't revenge, that's the lesson learned. Some people keep touching fire till they finally get burned. Oh, this ain't revenge, and time made it clear the things we run from most usually appear. This ain't revenge, that's the road you chose. I didn't push you here, you walked it on your own. This ain't revenge, one thing remains true. The consequences didn't find you, you found them. I didn't get even, life did. Life did. Time heals a lot. Not everything. Old highway fading underneath the rain. Same small town, but it don't feel the same. Years keep moving like a river downstream, but some memories stay sharper than they seem. I've buried names, I've buried nights, I've buried things I never made right. I've let go of anger, I've let go of blame, but some old ghost still know my name. 'Cause healing ain't forgetting, and peace ain't erasing scars. Some wounds close up, but they never fall apart. They just settle deeper, somewhere out of sight, waiting on a quiet night. One more memory, one more flame, one more thing that never changed. One more road, one more mile, still burning all the while. Some fires don't die, they just learn how to hide deep beneath the surface where the old memories lie. Some fires don't die, that's the outlaw truth. Some things stay with you long after you're through. Some fires don't die, even after all these years. They still glow in the dark, through the smoke and tears. I ain't talking vengeance, I ain't talking hate, I ain't carrying grudges or reliving mistakes. I'm talking about the moments that help shape a man, the heartbreaks and hard roads nobody understands. That old betrayal, that cold goodbye, that dream you watch disappear right before your eyes. You move on eventually, you learn how to live, but some scars stay humming beneath your ribs. And every now and then a song comes on, or a place feels familiar, and suddenly you're gone back to a version of yourself you thought you'd left behind. One more shadow, one more spark, one more voice inside the dark, one more ember refusing to die, still alive. Some fires don't die, they just learn how to hide deep beneath the surface where the old memories lie. Some fires don't die, that's the outlaw truth. Some things stay with you long after you're through. Some fires don't die, even after all these years. They still glow in the dark, through the smoke and tears. The pain left, the lesson stayed. That's the lesson learned. The hardest years of life leave the deepest burns. Some fires don't die, and time made it clear. The things that changed me most still echo here. Some fires don't die, that's the road I've known. Some wounds stop hurting, but they never leave home. Some fires don't die, one thing remains true. I survived the flames, but I still carry the heat. The fire got smaller, it never went out. I used to feel guilty. Not anymore. For a long damn time I carried everybody else, put their needs above mine, and left mine on the shelf. Always being understanding, always taking the blame. always trying to save things that never changed. I thought sacrifice was noble, thought suffering made me strong, thought if I gave enough of myself I'd somehow belong. But every mile I walked, trying to please the crowd, pulled me further from the man I was meant to be now. And one day it hit me like thunder in the dark. You can't keep giving pieces away and still protect your heart. One more burden, one more chain, one more thing causing pain, one more weight fell away the day I changed. I don't feel sorry anymore for choosing my own peace, for closing doors that needed closing, for setting myself free. I don't feel sorry anymore. That's the outlaw truth. You can't save everybody, sometimes you gotta save you. I don't feel sorry anymore for finally drawing lines. If protecting my sanity's wrong, then I don't wanna be right. Funny how people call it selfish when you stop caring them. Funny how they get angry when they lose control again. They got comfortable with you always saying yes, comfortable with your silence, comfortable with less. But growth changes things and wisdom changes more. You start seeing who drains you and what you're fighting for. I ain't angry now, I ain't keeping score. I just finally learned what my energy's for, and every lesson I survived led me to this place where peace matters more than keeping everybody safe. One more guilt trip, one more lie, one more reason I said goodbye, one more chain came undone. Now I'm done. I don't feel sorry anymore for choosing my own peace, for closing doors that needed closing, for setting myself free. I don't feel sorry anymore. That's the outlaw truth. You can't save everybody, sometimes you gotta save you. I don't feel sorry anymore for finally drawing lines. If protecting my sanity's wrong, then I don't wanna be right. The people who benefited from your sacrifice usually hate your boundaries. Don't feel sorry anymore. Don't feel guilty like before. Don't feel sorry anymore. I finally know what I'm fighting for. Don't feel sorry, don't feel shame. I'm not carrying that again. I don't feel sorry anymore. That's a lesson learned. The people who value you won't demand you burn. I don't feel sorry anymore. And time made it clear the things worth protecting most are standing right here. I don't feel sorry anymore. That's the road I chose. I stopped watering weeds and started growing my own. I don't feel sorry anymore. One thing remains true. The day I chose myself was the day I finally grew. I didn't become selfish, I became selective. found you. Now you finally met him. You heard the stories, you heard the names, you heard the whispers, but ignored the flames. You saw the patience, you saw the calm, and somehow thought there wasn't nothing beyond. You saw a man staying quiet, you saw a man letting things slide. You never stopped to wonder what he was keeping inside. 'Cause pressure don't advertise, and scars don't always show. Some storms stay hidden until it's time to blow. Now you're looking at me different. Now the room feels strange. Funny how reality works when the picture finally changes. One more warning, one more sign, one more thing you left behind, one more lesson coming in. Now you met him. You finally met him. The man they warned you about, the one built from silence and years of doubt. You finally met him. That's the outlaw truth. You kept looking for weakness till the pressure broke through. You finally met him. Now you understand why some people told you not to push that man. I didn't arrive angry, I didn't arrive mean. I became this version through everything I've seen. Every broken promise, every hard goodbye, every long damn night, wondering why. Every lesson life taught, every bridge that burned, every ounce of pain became something earned. Now people act surprised, like this came out of nowhere, like they didn't watch the whole thing get there. But that's how it goes. People miss the climb and then get shocked by the mountain after all that time. One more scar, one more year, one more thing that got me here. One more road, one more bend. Now you met him. You finally met him. The man they warned you about, the one built from silence and years of doubt. You finally met him. That's the outlaw truth. You kept looking for weakness till the pressure broke through. You finally met him. Now you understand why some people told you not to push that man. The warning wasn't about me. It was about your choices. Finally met him. Now you see what they meant then. Finally met him. Too late now to pretend. Finally met him. All those years led to this end. Finally met him. Now you know who I've been. You finally met him. That's the lesson learned. Some people keep touching fire till they finally get burned. You finally met him, and time made it clear. The strongest men alive usually survive the hardest years. You finally met him. That's the road you chose. You ignored everyone until the pressure finally showed. You finally met him. day wasn't hidden from you. He was always here. You just never saw him. You worked real hard to get here. Enjoy the view. Funny how the road unfolded. Funny how the years went by. Funny how the people talking never saw the reasons why. They saw the walls go up, but never saw what built them. Saw the scars on the surface, but never felt what filled them. I gave respect, I gave chances, I gave more than I should. Tried to stay patient, tried to stay good, but every lesson cost something. Every hard year left proof, and every mile of pressure slowly built this truth. Now I'm standing here different, and I'm finally alright. No more fighting, no battles, no more losing sleep at night. One more bridge, one more flame, one more thing that changed my name. One more storm came and went, and here I stand. Enjoy the view from my bedside. You worked hard to get here, ignored every warning sign, year after year. Enjoy the view from my bedside. That's the outlaw truth. I didn't build these walls alone. Some of them came from you. Enjoy the view from my bedside. Now the picture's clear. Everything you never understood is standing right here. I don't hate you anymore. The chapter reached its end. I don't need revenge, I don't need to pretend, 'cause peace feels better than carrying old pain, and freedom feels better than dragging old chains. The funny thing about healing nobody talks about is eventually you stop caring what the noise is about. You stop needing closure, you stop needing proof, you stop needing apologies to know the truth. And one day you wake up with nothing left to prove. That's when the weight finally lifts and the sky breaks through. One more lesson, one more scar, one more reason I got this far. One more road, let me hear crystal clear. Enjoy the view from my bedside. You worked hard to get here, ignored every warning sign, year after year. Enjoy the view from my bedside. That's the outlaw truth. I didn't build these walls alone. Some of them came from you. Enjoy the view from my bedside. Now the picture's clear. Everything you never understood is standing right here. I don't regret who I became. I survived becoming him. Bedside, welcome to the bedside. Bedside, now you see what's inside. Bedside, all those years, all those nights. Bedside, looks different in the light. view from my bedside. That's the road I chose. I stopped chasing approval and started choosing growth. Enjoy the view from my bad side. One thing remains true. I made peace with who I became long before you do. No anger, no regret, just a view.